This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome back to the NLL. I am Kjotleik. Today we have two games from the first division, opening with Hannibal versus Suleiman. Two leaders with opposite results in their first games, Hannibal winning impressively space, while Suleiman gave away a Diplo in a game where we actually were the stronger of the two leaders. So, let's see what happens in this game, shall we? The starting positions, here we look at Hannibal. Let's get the resource bubbles on for a moment. There is clams, there is uranium available, there is ivory, and he's got, if you look at the continent, this is the same continent as this continent, because the continent connects across the international date line here, as you can see. There is some good lands here, and over here in, if you go from Hannibal and you go east, you will end up in the west with the starting position of Suleiman. Bananas, corn, coal, cow, some fish and some spices, and a lot of green and good lands over here at the starting position to Suleiman, but also Hannibal with some good room for expansion into some green and good lands. There is connection down here if you look at the minimap. Maybe this is not available until astronomy, maybe these two. And these up here may not be available, but this is available. No, this is not available, it's not connected here, so this one is not available. But all of these down here, maybe not that one, but this is available for sure. So there is not that much land that you have to wait for astronomy. There is a lot of land to settle, so let's go to the game and start it up, shall we? To see how they fare. Hannibal versus Suleiman in the first division, and we are off, and Hannibal has Hinduism, Suleiman now has Buddhism. Suleiman is cautious with Suleiman first to 3 cities. He is expanding, and Hannibal still on 2 cities though. There is 4 Suleiman, 3 Hannibal cities. 6 Suleiman cities, 3 Hannibal cities. This is a very good, and there was 1 AD, it was 6-3 city count favoring the Ottoman leader, which means that Suleiman has been better at expansion. Hannibal is building his cities far away from his core empire sometimes, but it looks like they are now close to meeting pretty soon. But Hannibal is taking those little islands down in the south in the middle as well. 8 cities each now after Hannibal has expanded very well recently. Hannibal up to 9, Suleiman also 9. Hannibal is in Judaism, by the way, and Suleiman still in Buddhism. 11 versus 11. Looks like they still have plenty of room to expand into. Currently, with Suleiman up to 12 cities, Suleiman had the early advantage, but Hannibal came strong after a little while. So both of them have had very much room to expand into, so now it's only a question of who can take advantage of the good lands that they have been given, or that they have taken rather. Suleiman up to 14 cities before Hannibal got his 14th. Turn to 20 is upon us now. And it's pretty even. Hannibal with 0.9 the strength of Suleiman, so that is pretty even as well. We are looking here at a game that could go either way. Turn to 34, we see Hannibal is in a golden age that is ending right now. 17 Suleiman cities to 15 Hannibal cities. Both leaders with good chances here. Economics for Hannibal, nationalism for Suleiman. They are equal in strength. Suleiman is going for optics, yes. Trying to reach astronomy. Suleiman is going for astronomy. Hannibal is in constitution, which means that Suleiman, if he can get that and start expanding into the new world, he can get an advantage in city count. He already has 18 versus 15 cities. Doesn't look like Hannibal is going to expand anymore, but Suleiman up to 19 cities now, and there it is up in the north, and yes, Hannibal has built a few cities more now up in the north, connected to the Arctic. Suleiman with 22, Suleiman is expanding into the islands as well. Who is going to get that? Oh, it's Hannibal that settled the first city on that continent in the middle there. Suleiman going printing press for Hannibal. Suleiman is now going for education. Hannibal is on democracy. 23 Suleiman cities, 24 Suleiman cities. Hannibal is up to 21 himself, and the expansion is soon over at this rate because they are settling a lot of cities now. There is an island city for Hannibal as well, and now Suleiman is actually friendly with Hannibal. That could be a danger. Suleiman could be in danger of giving away a Diplo. Oh, that was some privateers on the scene because there is no war. 25 cities each, both of them on physics. And we have physics for Hannibal then, and Suleiman on communism, replaceable parts for Hannibal. 25 cities each, Hannibal is on rifling. And turn 3, 11, 3, 12. Suleiman is friendly. Hannibal with 26 cities to Suleiman's 25 currently. They are out of room, almost out of room on the map. There is probably place for a couple of more cities. 27 Hannibal cities. Both of them are on steel. Both of them are on railroads. We are at turn 327, 328. This could be yet another space race in the making. We'll just have to wait and see. Combustion right now, 27 to 26 Hannibal. Favoring city count for Hannibal. Suleiman is on assembly line, the same with Hannibal now. By the way, Suleiman goes on to fascism next, turn 340. Hannibal is down to 0.8 the strength of Suleiman, but military tradition next, and there are privateers, so there is that. I didn't see what was on the screen right now, but something was it. 27 to 26 is the city count, and it may be a few more cities found after in a little while. Hannibal going for radio, Suleiman is going for industrialism, Hannibal industrialism as well. Hannibal's golden age is here, and Hannibal is taking advantage of that. Turn 364 now. Getting plastics. Mass media for both of them. Hannibal has completed rock and roll, I just saw that. Hasn't been a city in a long time. Artillery for both. Hannibal goes for rocketry. This could be, I suspect, another space race in the making. Suleiman getting rocketry, Hannibal going for biology, turn 376. Hannibal completes the Broadway at least. Flight for Suleiman right now. And medicine for Hannibal. And then we'll see how far he takes. Oh, biology was stolen. Biology was stolen, which means that Suleiman has used his spy to steal biology from Hannibal. Hannibal is on flight. Suleiman, what are you doing? You are doing satellites. Butian adopts environmentalism, and Civilized Jewelers was founded, but I didn't catch who founded it. Both of them on satellites at the moment. Turn 388 at the moment, and Suleiman goes on to lasers while Hannibal goes towards advanced flight, turn 390. Still 27 to 26 cities. It doesn't seem like they are founding any more cities, even though they could probably. Hannibal one turning refrigeration, while Suleiman is one turn away from lasers. Hannibal's next is then lasers in 3, Suleiman going for advanced flight. Turn 397, we are soon at turn 400, and this is a space race at the moment because Suleiman is friendly. It doesn't seem like it is going to end any other way. I don't know if he would vote for Hannibal. Suleiman has completed the Apollo program. I just noticed in the middle of the screen Suleiman has completed the Apollo program, and he is one turn away from computers. The space race is on, that's for sure. We are in the last 100 turns though. Hannibal, I haven't seen Hannibal complete the Apollo program, but if he starts building spaceship parts, we know that he would have necessarily have done it. Hannibal completed the Apollo program. I saw it on the screen right now. Both of them are going for space. Hannibal now going for stealth as well, and Suleiman completed the standard ethanol. And it looks like, yeah, there was a free speech for Hannibal. 3 turns, 2 turns away. Suleiman is going for the composites. It's 90 turns left of the game. It depends who is going to reach space first now then. Both of them have the Apollo program, but when will they start finishing their spaceship parts? Hannibal is going for culture. Hannibal is going for... Oh, he did for only a turn or 2, but now he's back to computers. I don't know why he went for culture for 1 turn or 2. That could be what loses his in-game if Suleiman, that is going for ecology now, gets it. Hannibal goes for culture again, but just for a turn. Suleiman has completed the creative constructions, Hannibal getting robotics now. Suleiman is on superconductors. Turn 4, 22,000 AD, we are in the 21st century. Hannibal has completed his first SS casing. I think it is his first as we enter the 21st century. So Hannibal, Suleiman completes the Hollywood. We have turn 423 and legendary culture in one of the Hannibal cities. And Hannibal again trying to go for a few turns for culture. Or is he sticking with it this time? It looks like Hannibal is sticking with a cultural victory attempt. And fission were stolen by animal infiltrators, which means that Suleiman is using his spies to steal techs from Hannibal. Which means that Suleiman now is going for fusion. 72 turns left and Suleiman has completed the docking bay, so it looks like it's either a Hannibal going culture or Suleiman going space. Aluminum Co has been incorporated. Suleiman has incorporated Aluminum Co, and Suleiman has completed another SS casing. We know that Hannibal has at least 1 legendary cultural city. That happened a little while ago, but how fast can he get his 3rd up? And there is a spy. Mining Inc. has been incorporated. Hannibal has completed the casing. Suleiman has completed Mining Inc. Hannibal is still trying to go for culture. That could be either good or bad, depending. Suleiman is going for space, that's for sure. Turn 434. Both of them have the time to reach the victory condition of their choosing. Suleiman has completed yet another casing. It's 66 turns left, with Hannibal going ecology, but not going to get it because of his cultural attempt. He gets 8,000 culture per turn. Suleiman completes his casing. Did Hannibal start his cultural attempt in time to stop Suleiman winning space? That is the question here. And there is no longer possibility to work on an SS casing for Hannibal. Okay, Suleiman is going for stealth, and now he is going towards... Has he reached the end of the tech line? Yes, he has. He is on future tech. Suleiman is on future tech. Hannibal is still on his cultural attempt. Suleiman is going space. Who is going to get there first? We are at turn 442, which means that we have still more than 50 turns left of the game. Hannibal going for culture. Suleiman going for space. It's going to be exciting. 8,200 culture per turn for Hannibal. How much of that is going for his second and third cultural cities? That I don't know. But Suleiman, haven't seen that many spaceship parts built by Suleiman, but he surely must be must be building them at the moment. Almost 9,000 culture per turn for Hannibal now. How close is he? Suleiman has completed another SS casing. Turn 447. Turn 447. This is so exciting. Will Hannibal or Suleiman get the win? They are both trying different victory conditions. Hannibal is on culture, Suleiman is on space, and Hannibal has completed the docking bay. Hannibal is also trying for... It looks like Hannibal is trying to go for both culture and space at the same time, unless he just builds his spaceship parts just for fun. Turn 450, 50 turns left, and we have... Oh, this is tense. Hannibal, could you have won space if you had gone for it? I don't know, Suleiman. Suleiman Can you reach space anytime soon? 47 turns left, Hannibal. How fast can you get your second and third cultural cities up to legendary? And there is a revolution and global warming strikes. Hannibal changing civics right now while trying to go for Hannibal adopts nationhood. Why do you adopt nationhood? Is there a point in adopting nationhood? You are losing a lot. You only have 5,800 and something culture per turn now, down from almost 9,000. Suleiman completes 2 SS thrusters. We are at turn 458, and Hannibal may have, well, civiced his way out of a cultural victory. It depends, Suleiman with another 2 SS thrusters built. He must be very close now. Turn 460, 40 turns left. Only 6,000 per turn culture now for Hannibal. Is that enough? It was enough! It was enough! Have you seen Hannibal? He did it! He won the cultural victory before Suleiman could go into space in turn 461, 2041 AD. Congratulations, Hannibal! You did it! You did it! You had control over this after all! So, congratulations with the win. 2 points. Oh, let's take a look at the replay before we look at the stats. This was another peaceful game with 0 wars. The Apollo programs, Hannibal completed his on turn 404, while Suleiman completed his on turn 399. That's 1984 and 1979 respectively. Suleiman, he founded 5 corporations, which is a record for as far as I'm concerned. I don't really know, I haven't set up a list, but Aluminum Co., Civilized Jewelers, Creative Constructions, Mining Inc. and Standard Ethanol was founded by Suleiman in this game. Let's go take a look at the statistics. Here we have the graphs, pretty even in score. GNP, we see Hannibal, he started this cultural attempt. Manufacturing, yeah, pretty even. Food, pretty even. power, we see, yeah, Suleiman, he went above in power here towards the end. Culture, yeah, Hannibal's cultural attempt, espionage with Suleiman going for it. Demographics, Hannibal finished the game 6095 in GNP. He was almost 9,000 culture per turn for a short and brief time, but he ended up 6,095. Let's see, the population is 88.6 million for Hannibal, 75.1 for Suleiman. And let's go to the top 6 cities and the wonders. Let's go wonders, and let's go to the bottom to check the BC wonders. Stonehenge and Oracle, only 2 wonders in the BC area and the rest in the ADs. The last one finished was Mining Inc., that's a corporation, and Aluminum Co. and Hollywood in 2001 then. The cities, Hannibal is number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, so it does have all the top 6 cities. Statistics, Hannibal, 27 cities built, 5 religions, 2 golden ages, currently 92 windmills, 53 farms and 27 towns. You built in your cities 27 granaries, 26 lighthouses and 23 forges, barracks, factories. Down to 9 dry docks here, page down. Forbidden Palace, Versailles, Pyramid, Stonehenge, Great Lighthouse, Hanging Gardens, Colossus, a lot of good stuff there, page down. We also have Oracle here, you did build an academy, Notre Dame, Taj Mahal was built by Hannibal, Eiffel Tower, Broadway Rock and Roll, United Nations as well, and all the way down to Statue of Zeus and the National Park. Mausoleum of Solos also, Kong Miao, and Angkor Wat. Let's go to the top, shall we, and see what your current units are. 46 mechanist infantry, 27 workers and 18 infantry, all the way down to an airship. You built 34 workers, 30 confusion missionaries, 29 longbows, and down to 6 frigates, and page down. 1 scout. Did you build something more than that? Yes, a warrior and an ironclad. You killed then 3 privateers, 2 caravels, 1 frigate and 1 galleon, and you lost 11 privateers, 2 galleons and 1 ship of the line. So let's go to Suleiman. 26 cities built, 2 religions, 1 golden age, 50 towns, 35 windmills, 32 lumber mills. At the moment, you built in your cities 26 of barracks and granaries, 25 lighthouses and harbors, all the way down to 9 walls. Let's go page down. Here are the wonders. Hollywood, you got both an academy and a military academy. Temple of Artemis is here, Parthenon, Hagia Sophia, page down. And down at the bottom, the Apostolic Palace as well. And we see civilized jewelers, Aluminum Co. Mining Inc. Construction Shed, Standard Ethanol on the list, and the Sistine Chapel. Top. Current units of Suleiman: 102 mechanized infantries, 26 workers, 20 destroyers, all the way down you have a great engineer. You built 46 workers, 35 archers, 26 settlers, down to 6 tanks down there, page down, and mobile artillery mech in standard ethanol executive, a stealth destroyer, page down, all the way down to a pikeman. Okay, and you killed top 11 privateers, 2 galleons and 1 ship of the line, and your losses 3 privateers, 2 caravels, a galleon and a frigate. That was Suleiman. So let's go back to Hannibal. Okay, come on mouse, don't be like that. Let's go and take a look at the cities before my mouse click completely. Here we are, let's take a look at Hannibal's cities then. Sort by population and make sure we are on top, yes. Sika, 26 pops. Tuck up at 24 and then a lot on 21, and we see down here Statue of Liberty is being built in Carthage, building wealth and a lot of stuff. Lixus size 12 is the bottom one. Let's go to the bottom then. And we have Rusadir, only one city that didn't catch the first page. Okay, so that's the cities of Hannibal. Let's also take a look at Suleiman cities. And here we are, Suleiman, okay. Common game. There we are, Suleiman. Let's go to the cities, sort by population. We are at the top, yes. Istanbul, you are building an engine there, 23 pops, Denizli 23 pops, and then Samsung, Zonguldak and Oidu with 20 pops, and we see the list down here. Some life support engine, cockpit stasis chambers, building a few units as well. Antalya is the bottom one. Let's go to the bottom then. And okay, that was the bottom one, Antalya. So you see everything on this list. How about the victory conditions? How close were they? Let's take a look at what it says here. So, for cultural, we know that Hannibal won a cultural victory, all 3 cities legendary here, but the spaceship, how close were you? Yeah, Suleiman, cockpit, life support, stasis chamber, and engines are all in production, but they have not been finished, so you weren't really that close. Hannibal, yeah, he has built a docking bay and 5 casings, but he was behind, as we can see. United Nations and Apostolic Palace, built by Hannibal and Suleiman, respectively, and you see the rest of the screen here, so let's go exit, and that was it. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. After this game, Hannibal is up to first with his 4 points, but with a -7 score per turn difference. Suleiman is 16th in relegation places at the moment with 0 points and a +4 score per turn difference. So I'm looking forward to the next game of the day. It's going to be Peter versus Vaina Kapak, and I hope to see you back in a few minutes for the second game of the day. But for now, this has been Kjotleik. Welcome back.